Dear students, welcome to our class on evaporation and transpiration. In this class, we are going to discuss what is evaporation, what is transpiration, what are the basic definitions of evaporation and transpiration, what are the factors affecting the evaporation and transpiration. Very simple class, very interesting. As usual, I just would like to share with you a very small story. Once a farmer was going on a road and he found a sizable group of elephants. Okay, each elephant was tied to a small peg with a rope only. Small peg with a rope. That's it. And he wondered how this much mighty elephant group was maintained by with small pegs and then ropes by the farmer who is rearing them. And he asked politely and respectfully with lot of reverence, my dear farmer colleague friend, so what is the reason behind this? He just said only one word. When each one of these elephants were born, from day one I took care of them. Just after they got up and then tried to move away from her mother or father, I tried to peg them with a small peg and then a rope. So over a period of time, I conditioned them with my lot of care that this peg and tie with the rope will make them not to go any place. So, how simple, how great is the technique of the farmer here. That means, faith and belief takes you like this. Small inference for the story I would like to say. Just keep in your mind, tag it with the small peg like. What is that? Let me speak truth. Let me do good to the society possible. Let me not hear bad words. Let me not say bad words. Let me not see any bad. Okay, I don't want to hear bad. I don't want to talk bad. I don't want to see bad. If you tag it like Mahatma Gandhi, then even if you grow like elephants, even after growing also, when they are tied, they have not gone. Their mind is that when you are young, when you are growing now in the classes, then after employee, everything, good things you tie like that. This is what is my inference. You can have any other reference. Now let's go into our class. It's a very interesting class on evaporation and transpiration. Okay, evaporation and transpiration. Now, what is evaporation? What is transpiration? Evaporation is the loss of water. There is water in this cup. Evaporation is the loss of water or conversion of water into vapor by taking energy. So, evaporation is a physical process in which water is converted into vapor by taking the energy. That means evaporation is a cooling process. Same if you take the soil also, okay, soil also has got some moisture. If the water goes out in the form of molecules on the soil, it is also called as soil evaporation. This is called as the water evaporation. So, evaporation by simplest terms is a physical process in which the water is converted into vapor form. Then what is transpiration? Transpiration is very simple. Same loss of water, but from the living parts of the plant. The loss of the physical process in which the water from the living parts of the plant is known as transpiration. This is the major difference between the evaporation and transpiration. Now, I would like to say what is the importance of evaporation. Importance of evaporation is so enormous, like any other element. Hydrological cycle, evaporation plays an important role. Heat budget on the earth, evaporation plays another role. In determining the irrigation requirement of crop, evaporation plays an important role. Okay, so there is importance of evaporation at every stage in the research, study, or in finding solutions to faced by the farmers with reference to water. You should understand the evaporation. Now, what are the factors affecting the evaporation? Now, I would like to tell you this question would come in your midterm theory final. Now, the factors affecting the evaporation are: number one, temperature of the air, humidity of the air, wind of the air, and pressure. Now, for example, this is a water body. I take a water body, or water body. More the temperature of the water, more is the evaporation. Good. More the wind speed, more the molecules of water is taken. So wind is directly proportional to wind speed is directly proportional to evaporation. Third one is humidity. More the humidity, lesser the evaporation, because outside humidity is more, as evaporation is lesser. And as far as the pressure is concerned, high pressure, okay, causes evaporation less. High pressure. As the pressure decreases, the evaporation will be more. In general, I am not saying that this is a thumb rule. Okay, this is the relation between the pressure, and this is a debatable topic. But as far as crops are concerned, pressure plays like that as far as the evaporation is concerned. And the two factors are there. These are all the environmental factors affecting the evaporation. Now, what are the soil factors? Soil factors, okay, evaporation as far as soil factors are concerned, we have soil, water vapor in the soil, and moisture in the soil is known as soil moisture. Now, evaporation from the soil, okay, how it takes place? Water molecules that are tucked in the pore spaces of the soil. So, as far as factors affecting the evaporation, number one is the environmental factors. Number two is the soil factors. Now, as far as soil factors are concerned, more the soil, of course. Let us see from this angle. From the water, for example, we take the water. It is easy to explain. Now, if you take same volume of water, okay, in a cup, and if you put this cup of water in a saucer like this, for example, let us explain in this way. Now, same volume of water, okay, area of exposure in the cup is less, area of exposure is more in the saucer. Now, the evaporation from the saucer is more as compared to the evaporation from the cup, because the area exposed to all the environmental factors what I told, that is the temperature, humidity, wind, etc., etc. So more the area of evaporation, more the evaporation. Okay, now same in the case of soil. What is same in the case of soil? If the soil is exposed more area, okay, more will be the evaporation. That's why, okay, in the research, we take this factor into consideration. Of course, in the PG level and PhD, even in the postdoctoral research you can do, it's one of the most important factors. Area of exposure of the soil determines the evaporation. Okay, in the crop plant, in outside, for reference purpose also. Now, so after basically understanding area of evaporation, more the area, more will be the evaporation. Area of evaporation, more will be the evaporation. Next one is the impurity. Say for example, if the water has got some impurities like say salt, for example, salt is added to the soil, the evaporation by a water which has got salts in it or impurities in it, the evaporation is less. So impurities in the soil play an important role. If you take river water and the ocean water or sea water, ocean water has got sodium and chlorine. In the sea water there is neither chlorine nor sodium or some other materials which are present in the sea water. So impurities are more in the sea or ocean water as compared to our river water. So evaporation from the river water is more. Evaporation from the river water is more as compared to evaporation from the water of the oceans or seas because impurities are more there. Now, the third one is the availability of the water. If a plant is there, for this plant, more water is available, then definitely evaporation from the soil will be more. For this soil where the plant is there, more the water, more would be the evaporation from the soil. Okay, so these are the factors affecting the evaporation. Once again, I would like to say sum it up like this. Factors affecting the evaporation are two. Number one, environmental factors. Number two, soil factors. Environmental factors: temperature, wind, humidity, pressure. Pressure is the receptor pressure is much less. We cannot say it as a thumb rule. Okay? Still, pressure play an important role. That's why I have given some simple point on the pressure. Now, so let us go to soil factors. Soil factors are water factors. Okay, soil factors, for example. Or you can say water factors only. Okay, let us take water factors. Area of evaporation. Area is more in the saucer, more will be the evaporation. Same amount of water, volume of water. Okay, we keep it in the saucer. We keep it in the peg. What do you call, this is the small saucer, and then this is a cup. We keep it in a cup. So area is less, evaporation is less as compared to saucer. Now the next one is the impurities. More the impurities, more the lesser the evaporation. More the impurities, lesser the evaporation. See, less. Reverse, more. Okay, next one. I have already told. More the availability of the water to the soil. Okay, more will be the evaporation. Now let us go to what are the factors affecting the transpiration. The factors affecting the transpiration are like similar as that of factors affecting the evaporation only. Factors affecting the transpiration are same, but slight difference is there. Transpiration, I told in the beginning, transpiration is a physical process in which the water in the plants, living parts of the plants, is converted into vapor form. Okay, that's why vegetation adds water vapor into the atmosphere. Now, there are three types of transpirations. Stomatal transpiration, for example, you take a leaf. Much of the stomata are on the lower side of the leaf. Upper side, less of stomata. In general, for all the crop plants, more of the stomata. So, stomatal transpiration. Transpiration is a physical process in which water in the living parts of the plant are converted to vapor. Okay. So, lower parts of the leaves, upper parts less. Even all the living parts, water goes on losing. So, however, from the stomata, the loss of water is known as stomatal transpiration. 90% of the transpiration from the plant is by transpiration. There is another thing called the cuticle. From the cuticle also water goes out. This is water cuticular transpiration. It is approximately 8 to 9% in the crop plant average. Now, less than 1, lenticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration, sometimes there are some listens on the plants, crop plants. Crop plants will have some listens, small holes, even in big trees. So they are all the living parts. So from the listens, small holes, the water loss we call as a lenticule. They are called as lenticels, lenticular transpiration. So there are three types of transpiration. Stomatal 90%, cuticular around 8 to 9%. Around 1 or less than 1, depending upon the situation, condition, early vegetative, mid vegetative, late vegetative, reproductive, early, mid, late, early maturity, mid maturity, final physiological maturity or harvesting maturity. Depending upon the thing, lenticular transpiration also may be around 1 to 2%. That's what I would like to share with you. Coming to the factors affecting the transpiration, same factors as far as environment are concerned, except one, that is the light. Here we add light. First we discuss more the temperature falling on the crop, more will be the transpiration. More the wind speed, more the transpiration. More the humidity, lesser the transpiration. Light, that's why I told this stomatal transpiration, lenticular transpiration and cuticular transpiration. Why light play an important role with reference to opening and closing of the stomata. When the high or full light intensities are there, stomata closure is stomata opening is more, closure is less. That's why under full light intensities, the transpiration would be going on at optimal levels as far as all crops in general average is concerned. So that is only the factor, environmental factor instead of pressure, which is a debatable topic. Research-wise, okay, I agree, research-wise, because less research is done on the effect of pressure on evaporation as compared to temperature, wind and humidity. Now, so as far as transpiration is concerned, these three factors, temperature, humidity, wind and light is there. More the light, more will be the transpiration. With the as far as other factors of the plant are concerned, plant height. More the plant height, more will be plant factors. More the plant height, more will be the transpiration. Yeah, am I right or wrong? So plant height is more. Naturally, the leaf area index, the relation between the leaves on the relation between the leaves on the unit area, leaf area index. So more the leaf area, more will be the transpiration. So like that, some other small factors are there with reference to loss of water with reference to plant pots are concerned. Similarly, more the water available, okay, more will be the transpiration. When the water, when humidity is so much, water vapor is so much, the plant loses little water molecules into the atmosphere. So, in a nutshell, we try to understand environmental factors, soil factor with reference to evaporation factors, with reference to factors affecting the transpiration. We tried to understand same environmental factors of evaporation, except in place of pressure we study light. This is the plant factors. Okay, so small terms I have already taught terminology used in evaporation and transpiration. There is one term called as usually this bit will come in the midterm saturation. Saturation is the condition of the atmosphere beyond which no further water vapor can be added into the atmosphere, because 0.0005 to 4% water vapor is allowed in the atmosphere. Atmosphere is compressible, expansible. No. So this what happens here? No further addition of water. We call it as the saturation, and these are the things that I would like to discuss. Small two terms are there from your examination point of view, and even from your understanding also. There are two terms, ET, PET. What is evapotranspiration is known as ET, evapotranspiration, PET. These are small definitions. Evaporation. Okay, evapo. If you add transpiration, evapotranspiration, combined. Okay, what is evapotranspiration? Here T, here EAT. There is another potential evapotranspiration. Okay, now potential evapotranspiration PET is equal to Kc, okay, multiplied by ETO. This is what we call it as the ETO also. Okay, what is ETO? What is Kc? What is PET? What is ETO? Simply, I will tell you. Simple, very simple term. The combined loss of water vapor from the soil, transpiration from the crop is known as evapotranspiration. What is the potential evapotranspiration? Before that, you should know one term called as ETO. What is it? A reference crop you should take. This is a reference crop. What is this? We take in general alfalfa for our research purposes. So alfalfa crop we take as a reference crop. When a crop is under its active growing state, this crop is under the active growing state. Unlimited water supply. Crop has covered the ground of the crop field fully. So these are the conditions when the crop is in its full bloom, otherwise the full leaf area of its possible is attained. Three conditions: actively growing crop, water supply is unlimited, crop has covered the soil. Under these circumstances, the evaporation and transpiration losses together by a crop is known as reference evapotranspiration. Reference crop evapotranspiration. Usually we take alfalfa, we can take other crops as well. As far as your PG research, PhD, even postdoctoral research is concerned, you can take other crops also for reference crops, no problem. Of course, you will understand in the other classes to come, other courses, other years of study. So far, you understand the reference crop evapotranspiration is the amount of evaporation and transpiration together, loss of water. When unlimited water supply is there, crop is in its full growth and cover the soil. Now, what is potential evapotranspiration? Okay, some scientists in general, take three phases of the crop: vegetative phase, reproductive phase, maturity phase. Now, for each phase, because the evaporation and transpiration changes, crop constant we add, and then the product of crop constant and ETO is potential evapotranspiration. That means the combined loss of water both from the soil and the plant under unlimited water supply and its active growing, the fully covered stage, multiplied by crop constant. This is known as potential evapotranspiration. Now, these are a bit will come. ET, evapotranspiration. PET, potential evapotranspiration. What is water vapor? What is soil moisture? Okay, definitions will come in the bits. So this is I would like to say once again. The story I said in the beginning of the class. Have faith in you first. Your courage, your self-confidence, your inner signals. Never and ever you allow others to manipulate your thinking. Allow external markers less. As I said, our APJ Abdul Kalam ji in his book Wings of Fire, page number 104, wonderful page. Never, if you have a book, you read it. 104 pages, a wonderful page, which is something, an extraordinary page in the book. Several books are there. You and I and everybody reads the books. That is one of the pages. So what I would like to say is, when you have the faith, small wooden peg, tied to a rope, very big, what you call, or elephant is tied because it is conditioned. It is affectionately conditioned. It is affectionately treated, not inhuman. No. The farmer is a wonderful, pious, sacred farmer. So from the day one, he had faith on his animal, the way in which he had grown up. Similarly, that's why even after they have grown, they always believed in their master. Till the master comes and then allows me to leave this peg, then only I will go out. So these inferences can be many. May God bless you. Study well. Come up well. May God bless you.